A beautiful evening from Global Talk Show by Business Power Academy, Netherlands. And of course, a beautiful good noon and good evening to all the Global Pi souls who are watching us live now. And this show is going to be super awesome and super amazing today because we have a great person from USA. None other than Robert Alexander. Welcome, Robert, to our show today.
Hi, thank you so much for having me, Dr. Supriya. Really appreciate that.
Thank you so much, and it's my pleasure hosting you. So, Robert Alexander is an audio alchemist, host of Life Rhythms Radio, and a great entrepreneur. So, before I take this journey on, let me just make this show on by knowing the beautiful, incredible journey of Robert. So, Robert, along with my global audience, we all are so excited to know about what's your incredible life journey.
Wow, I guess that would be an expanded conversation as well. I mean, if I look at one word, it's dynamic, because there's been so much that's involved with that. So, yeah, the journey's been really interesting. The funny thing is, well, the interesting thing is it all started by coming out 2.5 months early. So I was scheduled to be born in November, and I came out at the end of August, right there in the middle of a cusp. So it's interesting to see how that's been. And at the same time, though, too, with where my journey and where it's been, it's never have ever been a dull moment, ever. I wouldn't be where I am today without my life. So I guess any questions in relationship to that, please feel free to ask away, and I'm more than happy to answer.
Well, that's your life and that's your incredible journey. So you can tell anything which you want from your heart. Everything should come from your heart, Robert.
Oh, absolutely. It's interesting too, because I think you'll get a better idea about me, because I've learned throughout the years, there's the head, there's the heart, and there's the gut. And all three can work really well together if they all align together. So I've realized, I guess you could say, for the longest time, if we grow up, we think we may know specific things because we're taught certain things. And my heart always taught me, for the most part, something a bit different. And it's not like I ever meant to stray away. And then my gut kept telling me to really pay attention to what my heart is sharing with me. So I wouldn't be where I am today without the mentors that I have. I'm a highly spiritual, emotionally intelligent person. Music is the essence of my soul. That we can get into that a little bit later too. So at the same time, though, too, with me living in Southern California, like I literally have like 2 different businesses, and I have my label signed music project as well. So it's a really powerful place to be. Knowing I'm taking care of all these different things, I'm here to be of service. At the same time, though, too, I'm also self-preserving. There's the people that give everything away. And for me, I like to give as much as I can away at the same time. Self-preserving is a very important place too. So yeah, personally, professionally, I feel like in many ways, my life is very, very rich in very different ways. So at the same time, though, too, one of my biggest intentions is to be of service in the best way that I can in a variety of ways. Again, without being everything to everybody and overly extending myself. Hopefully, I'm not being too broad.
Well, you explained your life journey in such an easy manner that we cannot imagine. And it's really, a kind of a roller coaster which you made it flow. And you just proved success is to flow like water through a road of rocks. So simple, crisp, short, and of course, so inspiring too. Well,
Oh, thank
Robert,
you.
this is great, but I am sure, like everyone, you also would have faced a lot of challenges in your life. And really which can make you knee down or sometimes broken down. And I would love to know those challenges, and most important thing, how you overcome those challenges. So it will be adding beauty to this question.
Absolutely. So I actually put a video up yesterday on Facebook, because I look at life being as an expansion and a contraction, right? So just like the sun and the moon, we have the daytime, we have the nighttime. Sometime throughout the year, we have an expansion of like more daylight. Sometimes we have more nighttime. It's all part of where we are, right? So it's also the way that we look at it too. And I kid you not, one of the biggest challenges I've had in my life is navigating in a world where they may not be as receptive to the way that us that are very mindful and conscious. And, we're, I don't want to say we're few and far between. We definitely have a percentage of the planet in terms of population. Some of us are more aware than others. So it's navigating throughout this planet, knowing that I'm also creating my place. It is probably by far one of the most challenging things I've seen. And I'm also in mastery with it too. And one of the things I've seen in relationship with that is maybe I'm not giving myself enough credit. I'm a leader. I'm one of the many leaders that are out there helping others reach the place of where I am. And it was one of those things in my late 20s where I was connecting with a very dear mentor of mine, Ginger Adam Little. She's a marriage and family therapist, and she also works with business development, and she has other sectors as well. And she was telling me there's really nothing wrong with you. There's really nothing wrong with you. A lot of people are wired here with their level of awareness, and there's a lot of other people that are out here. And we're not talking like out here, like, a little crazy. No, it's the level of awareness and bandwidth. So because I'm here, I never realized I was out here, and a lot of other people are here. So me functioning my life journey, like looking for work, like looking for a full-time permanent position, it just didn't work out. Most things revealed themselves, like working for a corporation, other opportunities that would show up. Me on the hunt, it's really interesting because people talk about hustle culture. Gotta hustle, gotta hustle. I don't subscribe to it. Are we talking about people that are undriven and unmotivated, that they need to get that fire to hustle? Because I'm sure people wired like you and I, we have plenty of fire. We have plenty of ambition and drive. So the reason why I'm saying that is my place in the conventional world, finances, income can be a lot better. It could be way worse. Um, Connecting with like the masses in a way they'll be able to understand. Some people will be able to understand what I'm speaking. I don't think I'm speaking like an intergalactic planetary language, like I'm speaking like an alien from Star Trek, like Klingon. I could be speaking, saying hello, and they can look at me like I'm, yeah, or just like some random thing, right? And that's
Exactly.
okay. So what I've realized is no matter how much I felt disconnected, uninspired, stress, pressures, um, things that might be taking place in the life, I've also realized as well that, some of these things can also be my biggest allies. My enemies could be my best friends. So at the same time, though, too, I refuse to be anybody's enemy. At the same time, I'm more than happy to be there and be of service, and be there and share my life with other people. Some people may get it, some people may not. Even keeping away from alcohol. I don't drink alcohol. I don't do cannabis. I don't do hallucinogens or anything like that. And it's a lifestyle choice, just like somebody choosing to be a vegan. So then one of the biggest challenges I've been experiencing in my life is being a part of society. And I could say it's being able to belong to a society that's receptive of people like ourselves. Unfortunately, I don't think many may be able to comprehend like the depth and the level and the understanding unless they're willing to go that route. So yeah, it's navigating throughout this world. When it comes to having specific resources and connections that are attuned to that one world, at the end of the day, I know there's ways to navigate, and it's a matter of bringing community together in that way. And I truly believe that it's possible to bring many of us together. So we're all not even thriving, we're flourishing. So I feel some really like powerful elements there. Other areas too, it just, what, the more that I think about it, I really do think that's like the general, like broad area. And of course, if anyone ever has any questions from the show in relationship, they can always reach out to me and ask me. I'm a pretty open book.
Well, really, it's great one to hear your challenges in the form of, you can say, the way you have told, Robert, it's really awesome because I
Thank
couldn't
you.
find any challenges or problems. Rather, I can see a positive solutions which you have given to your challenges. And you have proved, Robert, that in every challenge, you have seen a great golden opportunity. And you were there to grab those opportunity and to move up in your life, darting forward and focusing what do you exactly want in your life. So really, thank you so much for this beautiful answer. And I'm sure people watching us today live will be getting a lot of, zeal, zest, and enthusiasm in their life too. So thank you so much again for this beautiful answer. Well,
Oh, you're welcome. I was going to say really quick too. I forgot to mention
sure.
the topic yesterday that I was talking about is when I share with people the things that are interesting. One thing that I think I might have shared this before, and I apologize. One thing that can be really good may not be so great at some point, and one thing that may not be so great might be absolutely amazing. So one of the first things people say is, "Oh, I hope everything is okay." Like they may think that interesting is bad, and interesting isn't bad. Interesting simply is. And when we're in that state of, like we are, life is like IS, infinite space, like we can really create a reality if we choose to right now that really truly works for us, even if certain things seem to just kind of fade away a little bit. So that's what I wanted to add on top of that.
Super. This is really great. And Robert, one thing I must say that the things which you are doing, even the challenges which you have told, but taking challenges not as your problem, but taking challenges as a golden opportunity and finding the way to move on in the life is the great scene. So that's the spirit you are giving to our audience today. So thank you so much, Robert. And moving to this beautiful journey of Global Talk Show from ordinary to extraordinary show, we can say this. I
Hmm.
want to know, Robert, your music healings, which is really, really fantastic, how you're healing people through your music. So we would love to know that. How do you do this? Kindly enlighten your great work to our global audience.
Absolutely. I'm so grateful. And I get the
Yeah.
chills even talking about that. So I've been doing this for about 10 years. I'm sure I've been doing it longer in different ways. So at one point, so my business life rhythms, I create these custom pieces of music and I help my clients find healing away from the work that I do with them. So I still have music signed to like a different label and I create music for businesses and stuff like that, custom made. So they have something unique versus having to go through stock audio and all that. Right. So I'm saying all this because some people are familiar with affirmations, some people are not, and that's okay. So the thing too is when people usually share affirmations, whether if it's like a coaching program or there could be larger thought leaders that are out there in the world that are using these tools to help others reach a reality that really work for them, which is a beautiful intention. So I was thinking about this too. And there's definitely a different, like a rabbit hole or a space to go down when it comes to really explaining what this is all about. So usually when people hear affirmations, they're hearing them and they're saying them, although they may not be feeling the feeling behind it. So one of the things that I do, because I was thinking, wait a second here, wouldn't people want their own version of what that works for them at one point? So I figured, I can help my clients get down to a peak state based on what they believe in, as long as it's of a healthier, positive nature, and it's something they can relate to. That's the biggest thing. Because when we go on an inward journey to go deeper, like I don't play any music in my sessions, they get a product at the end. Okay. So for one, and I don't only do these, private sessions to create music. I help provide support and like a coach or somebody providing time to help one dive deeper into the core of what's going on. The thing is, we get to look at what's really going on in their life and their rhythm. That's why I figure life rhythms, your life, your rhythm. So what I do is I capture my clients in their peak state. I help them go deeper on a guided imagery that's tailored for them, and we go to the core of what's going on. And then I have them share. I'm not saying repeat after me. I would ask them, what's working for you right now? What's helping you with you feeling relaxed, you being in this state? What is needed from you right now on your journey to help you manifest and create what's important for you? And they'll share whatever they need to share. They may not even expect it, what's coming out. Some people even do a direct channeling. I've heard people's voices drop It's really powerful. I record them. Away from that, okay. Well, they also send me like an image that they can relate to. So they see like a blue butterfly or like a beach, like, wow, this is really great. They look at that image and they can relate to it, right? They send me that too. And what I'll do basically is away from the session, and again, away from it, I design a piece of music that's very soothing to listen to under their voice. So they have something to listen to from scratch that's made specifically for them. And it's made to help them evolve to whatever next level they are in their world. And it's simply a tool. It's simply a tool to help them on their journey. So if they're like, I really love working with you, can we go deeper on certain things? Great. Then we add that as part of like the journey. And I work with them using certain modalities that work ultimately with them, because they're the ones that are responsible for their own healing. For me, even though I'm offering the modality, and I'm more than happy to gift you with one too, if that feels right at some point, if it seems like amazing to you.
Great one. And I'm so amazed at how these things you do with such an easiness, and music can heal those things. It's really amazing. And here
Thank
I
you.
will request all my global audience who wants to heal themselves, who wants to get a beautiful life, a peaceful life, please do contact Robert and take the best out of it, make your life best, and move on in life with the healings of great, beautiful music. So hats off to you, Robert, for your great, awesome work which you are doing,
Mm,
healing
thank
people
you.
through music, and it's really, really incredible one. So that's awesome. Many wishes to you for your work which you are doing for the society, for the humanity. Really blessed. Great one.
Thank you so much. Anybody that signs up to, I'm more than happy to work with them in a way that works for them too. And so, I mean, I've seen people, I've donated music, I've seen people on a whole different note, no pun intended, people that have cancer, people that have been recovering from COVID. I've been developing different relationships with LinkedIn influencers, creating some content, different collaborations and things too. So there's a lot. I'm always more than happy to connect with people that are on a similar page.
Definitely. And you can find Robert on social media, LinkedIn, Facebook, and I'll be providing you the links. So make your life meaningful, stress-free, and of course, the best version of yourself through music healings. And here is the way, Robert Alexander. Wow, super
Mm.
awesome. Well, Robert, this is so awesome about your journey, about your challenges, about your work that is Life Rhythms. And I want to know straight away, what are your plans for your future? What is your mission, if I ask you?
One word is evolution. you know
Like,
when we go through that storm, and things have been pretty intense with like the retrogrades and stuff like that too, little by little, I look at life as we're unraveling. So I see a lot of really powerful things, like a lot of traction with my music project. Like I literally have music signed to 2 different labels, and I have a distribution deal with an amazing company in Israel. So I'm looking forward to doing traveling. I'm looking forward to impacting others in a broad way, whether it's digitally, physically. I'm looking forward to continuing to really live through my heart and continuing to build more community. And at the same time, though, too, like for instance, I'm going to be DJing at a kava bar. Kava, I don't know if you're familiar with kava or not. So some people drink kava, and I'm going to be providing some soundscapes that way. So it's just whatever my heart feels like it's important to. I feel the importance of listening to my heart, and wherever I go with that, my biggest intention is, right here, right now, I'm creating a reality that works for me, and everybody else benefits too in a way that works best for them. So using that mantra, um, and continuing to work on myself and evolve and grow and have fun. And at the end of the day, I'm sensing that my future feels rather abundant in so many ways, way more than monetarily,
wow. So you
on all
have
levels.
great plans, Robert. And yes, it's very interesting that you're working on yourself. You will work on people and physical, whether it is or or virtual, offline, online. So all the best wishes from my side. May God bless you and you attain, you accomplish all your goals, whatever you have decided for your future, because you're doing fabulous work for the
Oh,
humanity
thank
and for the
you.
society. Yeah.
And you too. What a blessing. I'm so grateful, Dr. Supriya. I really appreciate this.
Thank you so much. And before I say goodbye to all my global audience and global talk show, and of course, Robert, I would love to know your message to the world. And they are also waiting to listen what Robert is going to give message today.
Nice. I really appreciate that. And I think I might have, and pardon me for repeating myself, I think it's just really, really important. So right here, right now, we have this moment. And in this moment, we have this ability to let go of what's no longer desirable for us. Anything that might come back, if we need to learn from it, grow from it, amazing. I'm intending that everybody, I mean, everybody gets to feel the way that they desire at any given moment. That may not always be happy. That's okay. So my biggest intention and my biggest message for you right now is to continue to pay attention to what's going on here. Because at the end of the day, we could think it all out. You know, this will be able to follow this, and you'll see what type of magic unfolds. I felt it. So, and my pleasure to serve in any way I can. So thank you. Thank you so much for listening, and thank you for tuning in. I'm so grateful.
Great one. Yes. And please do listen to the message of Robert. Listen to your heart, and you will attain what you want in your life. So thank you so much. Heartfelt thanks to you, Robert, for coming to our show and sharing a beautiful global talk show, and which is inspiring and motivating millions of today. Thanks once again, Robert.
Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
And thank you so much, my global audience. How can I forget you? So keep inspiring and keep motivating us. Till then, stay happy, hale and hearty. Bye-bye.